Hello, I'm David Chaston with the first 90 at 9 for 2015, and I hope you enjoyed your holiday break. This is where you get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, including some drama in local interest rates. But first, the US Fed is still on track for a mid-year interest rate increase, a top official said over the weekend, citing strong American economic momentum and their falling unemployment rate. The debate also hinges on how consumers react to low inflation suppressed by low oil prices. If the net result is improved prospects driven by higher spending power, rate rises may come as suggested. But if the low energy prices push through to all aspects of modern life and deflation sets in the US, then a return to stimulus may be needed in the US. The jury is out. But the jury is not out on US inflation. It was negative in December and only 1.6% for the full year when energy and food were excluded. These numbers make the Fed's decision hard ones. But so far, American consumers are feeling very bullish. In fact, consumer confidence in January is at its highest level in a decade. In Russia, however, things are not so good. Capital is fleeing. Net capital outflows nearly tripled in 2014 to their highest level on record, according to their central bank data, which was released over the weekend. They have a tough combination of Western sanctions and a collapsing oil price to deal with. The Russians are doing it very hard. At the end of this week, we will probably hear what the ECB will be doing with its much-touted QE program. Over the weekend, ECB boss Mario Draghi apparently met with German Chancellor Merkel to brief her on the plan. Last week's dramatic Swiss action is widely assumed to be them getting realigned ahead of the ECB moves, although the Swiss actions probably haven't helped the ECB. Closer to home and slipping under the radar, one consequence of the Swiss action is that New Zealand 10-year bond yields have slipped below the OCR rate. The same thing has happened in Australia. Sudden rush to safety has seen a surge in demand for all sovereign bonds, driving yields down. But in New York, benchmark US 10-year Treasury bond yields actually rose off their recent lows on Friday, inching back up to 1.81%. What is important for us is that our wholesale swap curves are now essentially flat. There is no longer any meaningful premium for time. What that means for mortgage borrowers, and probably more importantly for term deposit investors, may get some attention in next week's Reserve Bank OCR review. The oil price has stayed low. It is now $48 a barrel, and the Brent crude is just under $50 a barrel. These levels are a full $10 a barrel lower than where we left them in mid-December. However, even at these prices, they may be just be normal, some are saying. Others see a $40 a barrel price. The gold price rose sharply again on Friday to $1,280 an ounce. That's a 7% rise from where we left it before Christmas. We start today with the New Zealand dollar at 77.9 US cents, at 94.6 Aussie cents, and the TWIs is just on 80. This week will bring an interesting batch of data. Although today is a public holiday in Wellington, tomorrow we get the first 2015 QSBO business confidence reading. On Wednesday we get the next dairy auction, and we also get December CPI data. And on Friday it's the big ECB announcement. Buckle up. It's good to be back. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.